Hello, I'm Martin Sutherland. I'm the Chief Executive of Coventry City of Culture, and today I'm just going to give you a skip through some of the activity we've been doing over the last period, but also to give a bit of a sneak preview of some of the events that you can look forward to in 2021 and to lay out some of the forthcoming milestones. We're also going to hear from a couple of my colleagues in the city, from Trish Willetts, who leads the bid, who's going to give a perspective of how things are going from the business community as they get ready for City of Culture. And critically, also hearing from my colleague Titi, who leads on a lot of our work with young people. She will be giving an overview of all the ways that young people are leading the programme for 2021. So, over this last period, clearly very challenging for lots of people, and including the cultural sector. And for me, it means that the work that we are doing in Coventry becomes even more essential to both the social and economic reset of our city post COVID. There has been an impact on what we're attempting to deliver, which means that actually the City of Culture year now will begin in May 2021 and run for 12 months. But we will absolutely still be delivering 12 months of joyful, celebratory programming, a programming that celebrates our history while also looking forward, a program that gives a platform to those seldom heard voices, but which also crucially seeks to transform the narrative about Coventry and the West Midlands. Coventry and the West Midlands being a region which is on the move, which I guess allows me an opportunity to play an advert, to play our manifesto film. We've worked with our campaigns agency to create this video, which I'm going to show now, which hopefully will give you a sense of the story we wish to tell and garner some enthusiasm for what is to come in 2021.
This is the city where movement began. We have transformed raw steel into racing machines. We move every heart, turning flames into hope and ruin into beauty. Two tones into one voice. We are young minds and curious eyes. Boundless energy will move us forward as timeless words are made new on city streets. 1,000,000 and more journeys begin here. The power to move is always in our blood. Coventry Moves. UK City of Culture 2021.
So hopefully the Coventry Moves video gives you a sense of the story we wish to tell about the city in 2021. Hopefully gives you a sense of that this is a celebration of heritage, of innovation, and of the youthfulness of our city. So we're really excited, to have that out publicly. And that was a key task that we undertook during COVID lockdown, the first lockdown for COVID, is to get our brand launched, to get our story, and to give confidence that the City of Culture year would be happening. As mentioned before, the year will now run from May 21 for 12 months through to May 2022. And part of the work that we've been doing during this lockdown period is to get our sector ready. Sector, of course, has had major challenges in terms of the impact of COVID. And so our responsibility is to ensure that the cultural sector is as strong as can possibly be. That means ensuring that local artists are at the centre of our programme, that local arts organisations, regional organisations are being commissioned, that freelancers who've been most impacted by COVID are getting work. And so we're delighted that to date, over 400 organisations in the city have been involved with City of Culture. And of course, over this next coming period, we will be developing even more relationships with artists and organisations. So, as well as getting the city ready, we're also during this period been developing a skills program. Later on, we'll talk a little bit more about the apprenticeship program. But as well as the apprenticeship program, we've also launched a leadership program, which sees 15 individuals from the city go through an intensive 2-year program. And we very much look forward to those leaders and indeed our apprentices being the people that carry forward the legacy from May 2022. During this period, we've also announced the first part of our program. We're going to talk through some of those highlights in a while, but we've announced 16 events so far just to kind of whet the appetite. And of course, we've been working with so many of our partners, from the City Council to our funders, and crucially with the business sector, to understand what we can do to support them to get ready. So I'm very happy that during the period before lockdown, I was able to meet with Trish Willetts, who is the bid director, And Trish is now going to say a few words about what City of Culture means for her business community and what they're doing to get ready for 2021.
I'm Trish Willetts. I'm the bid director for Coventry City Centre. So I look after the 700 businesses in the city centre. 480 of them pay the bid levy, but we give everyone a good bit of love. So everything within the ring road, and as we call it, our moat. So anything in our medieval city.
And obviously being involved in City of Culture from the outset, from the idea really, what are your hopes for City of Culture in terms of how it's going to impact and be positive for the business community?
If I was talking about pre-pandemic, our hope is to become a destination for the businesses, and all of those businesses as a bid team we've been encouraging to join us in the city centre, that we're a destination and have the full range of businesses that we need for the 2.5 million new visitors that we're all bringing in as part of the offer.
And you're already seeing a direct impact on the businesses. Has the City of Culture designation helped businesses through this period?
100%. Yeah, 100%. We've seen businesses get in touch to come and look at units, where we've been sending them through to the council commercial team, or whether through Holt's commercial or Lovitz, who are two of my big businesses. They've been coming because we're going to be City of Culture. It's absolutely on everyone's minds.
So there's a level of confidence that's perhaps in the city that may not be there if it wasn't for the designation City of Culture.
Oh, 100%. Okay. As I talked to several of my bid director friends across the country, there's very pleasant conversations like, you lucky devil. You know, how wonderful is it that you've got something now to help you recover?
What does positive legacy from City Culture look like for you? What does this mean in terms of a business?
The look of the city will be beautiful. You know, many areas through the council's public realm team will look so significantly better. That is the first thing that businesses look at. If a town's looking really tired, you know, why should they invest if the city themselves are not investing? So the fact that we will look so much nicer is the first thing. But then the reality of next year and the footfall and the fun, just a bit of fun and excitement out of the doom and gloom, and then moving forward, that the work that we're doing with you on the training and getting those people ready and prepared, they've got that for life.
So Trish and myself, lovely conversation there, really about how this is an amazing opportunity for City, an opportunity actually that many other cities will look on enviously. But of course, at the heart of what we're trying to do is our events program. And there's no doubt that COVID makes things more challenging, but we've got an amazing team of people working in the trust, within our partners, absolutely investing in local talent to deliver what we think will be an extraordinary events program. Of scale, intimate, in outdoor spaces, indoor spaces, on broadcast, online, in the city, across Warwickshire, all intending to celebrate the heritage of the innovators of the city, and indeed, of course, the diversity and youthfulness of our city. So what to look out for, really? One of the first projects that we've announced is this amazing program called The Walk. And this sees us working with 100 partners from all across Europe to welcome Amal. Amal is this puppet, and she is walking from Syria. She's walking from Syria to Manchester, with her penultimate stop being in Coventry, right across Europe, which is basically a partnership we do with the Refugee and Migrant Centre. An amazing art experience created by world-class artists and stopping off in Coventry, really emphasising that Coventry is a city of peace and reconciliation, a city of sanctuary, a city of welcome, and we cannot wait to welcome Amal in June 2021. We also are welcoming home one of Coventry's beloved sons. This is Terry Hall from The Specials, absolute innovator behind the two-tone movement, and he will be producing a festival over the summer in July 2021, welcoming artists from all around the world, but also critically providing platforms from artists from Coventry and the region in a 3-day music festival which celebrates Coventry's place on the world stage. We're also absolutely determined to invest in the future talent. So working closely with our partners, Positive Youth Foundation, we are developing a youth music festival, a takeover in August 2021, currently working with a number of young people across the city and region to devise this festival. This will be a high-profile music festival working with major artists, major broadcasters, entirely produced and led by young people, which will take over the city in August 2021. We follow that in September 21 with a partnership with the Royal Shakespeare Company, probably one of the West Midlands, well, I would say the West Midlands' most important export, uh, Shakespeare, working with the Royal Shakespeare Company to create this spectacle which will happen across the city, which encourages audiences and citizens from around the world to consider the importance of faith in their lives. This is led by the co-artistic director of the Royal Shakespeare Company, Erica Wyman. It's designed by Tom Piper, who is most famous for the amazing poppies at the Tower of London. And this will be an absolutely irresistible arts experience, once in a lifetime opportunity to see something quite as rich and as exciting. And so we are really thrilled to form this partnership with the Royal Shakespeare Company. Following that is probably the world's most famous art prize, absolutely controversial every single year, and we fully expect to embrace that controversy in Coventry in 2021. The Herbert Art Gallery, the city's preeminent art gallery museum, will be hosting the Turner Prize, an amazing opportunity to connect citizens and audiences from around the world with contemporary art to bring in the most popular, most controversial arts programme in the world to Coventry. And this crucially sits within the Coventry Biennial. Coventry Biennial is a showcase and celebration of the city and the region's visual artists. So this provides us an opportunity to throw a spotlight on the amazing regional talent, while also ensuring that we welcome the world to see amazing contemporary art in Coventry. That runs from September 21 right through to January 2022, with a televised award ceremony on the BBC in December 2021. So while we are looking to welcome lots of visitors, there's also an awful lot of work that's going on in the city right now to get ready. So our partners, whether they be the City Council, the LEP, the Combined Authority and cultural partners, are busy getting ready through amazing public realm upgrades, but also some new public art activity, and indeed a significant programme through which we and our partners are refurbishing venues, whether they be art galleries, heritage sites, museums. We as a trust, though, we have recently announced details of our own new visitor attraction, which will be this digital gallery. This is an image of one of the arts organisations we're working with, an immersive 5G powered digital gallery, which will be opening in spring 2020, opening in May 2021. So while we celebrate events, while we celebrate the capital, we've been determined from day one, the City of Culture, that ultimately we need to celebrate the youthfulness and diversity of our city. So I'm really delighted that I'm now, again, pre-lockdown in social distance conditions, I had a chat with my colleague, Dawudu, who leads our Youthful Cities programme. And she'll talk a little bit about the ways that young people are indeed leading the programme.
I am Titi. I am the Programme Manager for Young People and Youthfulness at the City of Culture Trust.
Great, and do you want to tell us a little bit about all the work that you're doing to put young people at the heart of our programme?
The programme that we've created essentially is putting young people first, hearing their voice, and owning the city.
And what do you think it will look like in terms of what will people be able to engage with or see as part of 2021?
Fun.
Fun?
You know what? First and foremost, fun. You know, it's like, yes, we've got, targets and we want to work with as many young people as possible, but first and foremost, it was like, let's just have some fun. A lot of these young people, they don't, there's so many responsibilities that they have. And so first of all, we were like, we need to have fun. And it was like, so our program, I think, is it really incorporates that. It incorporates the youthfulness of it, actually, with young people, intergenerational things as well. Young people having different conversations with each other. One of the programs I'm leading on is a really important international program, and it's like, no matter what young people are going on, what their lives are in the world. So it's a big program. It's it's over a year. It's starting at the end of this year, going right through to the end of City of Culture, and it's never. We haven't seen something like this in the city before. It's really about. It's going to be for young people. It's by them. We have young people behind the scenes working with us as well. We have young people right in the centre all the way through. And we've got some great partners on board as well. Because this is one of our legacy programs. Because after we're all gone, after this City of Culture's kind of been and gone, it's really about what next for these young adults that'll be a part of this program and the city.
And so, who are the international partners, or who are the partners for the Youthful Cities program? Where are you working?
So British Council is our main partner, and they've been really incredible because obviously they've got so much experience working international. So we're working with local partners as well, like the Council and Positive Youth Foundation. We're working in Nairobi, which is really exciting, and that's digital because Nairobi are doing amazing things in the digital space. We're working in Beirut around storytelling. We're working in Detroit with music, and we've got real connections here in Coventry about music. And we're working in Bogota with street art and visual art as well, which is really exciting because we will partner with a street art festival that we're doing in Coventry as well.
Brilliant. So sort of all these moments building up to being part of this
Yeah.
global movement, I guess is
Yeah,
how you describe it.
absolutely. Yeah, this is not just one time. This is, I mean, this Youthful Cities program, as with all our programs, it will feed in throughout the whole year. And as I said, then building the legacy for years to come as well.
So in our manifesto, we talk about, this is a city that moves, that kind of curious eyes, boundless energies, the power that moves us forward. The power to move is always in our blood. So we talk about engaging with young people by listening. What will they be doing? What action will they be taking as part of your program?
Well, what's great about the program, many parts of the program, it was really co-created. So we've done workshops, we've done kind of consultations, we've gone really into the communities and different youth centres, youth groups, organisations, and really kind of asked them what they wanted. And mainly, it was really about employment. There's a lot of, especially young adults, were like, we really want to be a part of this. We want to be involved in many ways as possible. I think the older age, it was definitely about employment and career paths, which is what we're doing with Youthful Cities as well.
And is part of that then about putting resources or opportunities in front of those young people, and then them deciding actually what tools they're going to use to kind of take charge of their future? So less about us being prescriptive and more about these are the opportunities. Go and be amazing, really.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've worked with young people for most of my career, and it's always that. It's always about we think that we know what they want, and but a lot of the time we say we're not listening, and we with City of Culture, they've had a chance to say, this is what we want. We would love to do this. We want to get involved in this. And as much as possible, we've tried to make that happen.
So, busy time coming up for us as we get to look towards May 2021, where we hopefully open the doors to the city, having instilled confidence in Coventry, having excited people by announcements of the full programme. But critically, over this next period, we've got some serious amount of work to do. One of those things is absolutely to embed our 15 apprentices who've been recruited from across the city, working across all aspects of what we are doing. And while we're seeing declines in apprenticeships across the country because of COVID, I'm really proud that our partners have made it possible that we can recruit 15 extraordinary young people on an 18-month apprenticeship program. So that starts within the next few weeks. We're also about to start recruiting for our 5,000 city hosts, those who will give the most brilliant welcome to our visitors to the city. That recruitment starts in December and January. And then from January onwards, we, with our partners, including Combined Authority, CWLEP, various colleges, are delivering a retail and hospitality sector skills program where we will encourage businesses to scale up, to take advantage of the commercial opportunities that City of Culture will bring. Potentially, we have 2.5 million people coming to the city, all needing to be fed and watered. There's an enormous opportunity for City of Culture to restart the hospitality sector. So we're determined that those who wish to are equipped with the skills to capitalise on these commercial opportunities. We also continue to fundraise, to build partnerships with trusts and foundations, commercial partners, still many more opportunities for people to be involved with City of Culture. So this period that we're heading into is critical for us in order to unlock all the resourcing we need. We've got an amazing group of partners already, but there's always room for more. And of course, as previously mentioned, the capital programme is ongoing. It's a feverish period of building, getting ready as we seek to welcome our visitors from May 21. From January, though, we also open our Inward Investment Bureau. This is a department that we are establishing to support funders, delegations, embassies, arts organisations, festivals from around the world, from around the UK, to come to Coventry to do deals with our cultural and creative sector. Really important function, never been done in an arts festival before anywhere. We're absolutely determined that we use this opportunity to broker new deals to enable the cultural sector and the city to thrive post 2021. And of course, we're about to embark on a massive Come to Coventry campaign, visitor campaign, which is intended to throw a major spotlight on the city and the region, joining up with all of the destination management partnerships across the region as we seek to really transform the visitor fortunes of our city and region. Soon we'll be underway. Soon we'll be making shows. Soon we'll be back in communities building our events for 2021 as we work towards launching our programme. Our full programme will be launched on the 21st of January 2021, and that will give people a real sense of the excitement and what is to come. So while we are getting ready, and of course, we're also focused on ensuring that we build confidence, excitement. And so, in the last couple of weeks, we've announced plans to open an ice rink in the historic setting of Coventry Cathedral. Tickets are now on sale. It would be absolutely a remiss of me to not to do an advertising plug right now. It's going to be an amazing experience for people to come and experience our winter wonderland in the city centre post lockdown. A chance to really see the city in a new light. So Coventry glides this Christmas, and we look forward to welcoming you all then. So we look forward to welcoming many of you to Coventry in 2020, but we also very much welcome those who wish to have follow-up conversations to find out a little bit more about City of Culture, to see how you might be able to get involved, to see what opportunities might exist for your business, but also perhaps how your colleagues, your staff teams might get involved in volunteering. We're still very much looking forward to securing more partnerships, absolutely determined that Coventry City of Culture makes the social and economic impact that is promised, and therefore welcome conversations with anybody who wishes to. Please be in contact with the details, which are just there, I think. Oh, in fact, they're there. Thank you very much.